What's up, everyone? GSmith624 here, showing off another mod for Skyrim. I want to point out very quickly in the mod that this one is a Xbox-only mod. That's right, you heard me correctly. This is an Xbox-only mod. There are mods similar to this mod for PC, but this mod in particular is Xbox only. If you want me to leave a link to the PC mods that are similar to this, I will in the description below. But let's get on to this mod itself. This is Temper's Temptaion female body with textures. And what this mod does, it adds in a mass variety. It is a female body mod replacer that changes the female underwear for one, the female body size, making the bust and legs and making the ass and the bust much larger, as you can tell off of Lucina here. Much larger in the breast, much larger in the ass, with much more revealing type of clothing, along with sweat textures and many other textures such as toned muscles, and just a nicer looking skin, I guess. You may not be able to notice it that well, but for some players it is a big deal how well their character looks. And me personally, I don't really notice it, but it still looks very nice. And then there's also the sweat textures, as you can see, making the mod look real nice. It's a simple mod, but it's a female body replacer mod for Xbox if you don't want to use Seraphim or UNP. This is just a third option out there for you, and it's a really good one. Armors do mesh to the body for the most part. Let me go ahead and show that off. Let me actually just go ahead and open inventory. But, for example, modded armors fit to the body rather well. No issues meshing there. No, like, leakage of anything. You can actually tell there is much more of an ass on this mod compared to the Seraphim and UNP mod, but the breasts are a little smaller if you care for that. Yes, I know this sounds extremely perverted. I am well aware. And then armors on top of that, such as fur armors, do mesh to the body as well. It can cause a couple weird textures. As you can tell here, some of the armors look a little strange, such as the breathing textures. The fur armor in particular does look a little strange. One way to fix this, if you so choose that is an issue, is changing the skin, or changing the weight of the character to make her a little smaller. It will help with that. I'm just going to make her a little smaller real quick so I can show that. Camera options, don't need to do that, wrong one. But doing so makes it mesh a little better. I mean, there's still some weird stretching that hopefully will be fixed in a future update. But if you want the mod for yourself, if you prefer your ladies looking very scandalous, I mean, it works well with mods, with skimpier armors. I will not lie. You can't really notice the stretching textures, but you can notice the difference in breast size. The smaller the weight is for the character, the smaller the breasts get. Let me go ahead and set this back to 100 real quick, and set this back to my character, just so I can show that as well. Open show race. Don't want to change the race. But if you do change the breast, or if you do change the weight, the only noticeable difference will be the bust size. So if you want smaller breasts, such as this, go for a lighter weight. And if you want bigger breasts, how many more times can I say breasts? Probably at least 2 more times before this video is over. You can make sure to have the character at max weight. Now, they are still smaller than the Seraphim mod, but this mod does compensate by having a bigger butt on the female, regardless. So if you want a more curvy woman, instead of just bigger breasts. Wow, this mod just makes me sound like a huge pervert. This might be the female body mod for you, though. Granted, the armors do look a little weird, so that will need to be fixed, but for the time being, for what it is, it looks real nice. It can fit with what you're working with. And if you have a skeleton, it does enable jiggle physics, as you can tell. Jiggle physics are indeed on. So if you have modded armor that has jiggle physics, it will mesh with the outfit as well. And the outfit doesn't really stretch as much if it is a skimpier outfit or a much tighter outfit compared to like the fur armor or iron armor. If you have like Wasteland outfit armor mod installed, it does look a lot better. It's just for those big bulky armors that it looks a little weird. But if you want jiggle physics galore and you are looking for not massive breasts but also a nice ass, this might be the mod for you. This is such a weird thing I have said today. This was a weird mod to review. I didn't think it was going to get this weird. But other than that, I've been your host, GSmith624, and I will see you next time, guys.